Tomb Raider Definitive Survivor Trilogy is a must-play for any fans of action-adventure games. The timeline follows Lara Croft on her formative journey across the world, starting in Tomb Raider as Lara was trapped on a shrouded island of Yamatai off the coast of Japan, to the harsh Siberian tundra, hiding an immortal secret in the wilds of the Tomb Raider, and finally to the mountainous landscape of Peru to uncover a cataclysmic power in the shadow of Tomb Raider. This trilogy includes dozens of hours of breathtaking exploration, creative puzzle solving, and survival combat with Lara as she becomes the Tomb Raider she was destined to be. Without spoiling too much about the story, in this video I seek to extract what I think are Lara Croft's top 5 rules for life. If you enjoy learning practical self-help ideas from video game heroes, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. Rule number 1. Trust your instinct. Return to your childhood curiosity.
What makes someone reach beyond the boundaries of human experience to face the unknown? As children, we question the world around us. We learn, we accept, and gradually we lose our capacity for wonder. But some do not. The explorers, the seekers of truth. It is these pioneers who define the future of mankind.
Lara Croft is a born adventurer, but she didn't know that she was destined to become a Tomb Raider, sheltered by the wealth of his father, Richard Croft, who is also a renowned archaeologist and collector of valuable artifacts. There is no reason to follow his career just to make a living. Since she was a young girl, Lara was already driven by a deep sense of curiosity and wonder of the world. She had a desire to uncover hidden secrets in his father's estate. She drew her own detailed map of the estate and would often play treasure hunting game by herself. Growing up into an adventurous and smart young woman, Lara never lost touch with her childhood curiosity. By following her instinct, she chose the studies of archaeology to learn more about the mysterious secrets of the world history that always fascinated her. She didn't choose adventure, but adventure found her. After being stranded in an island of Yamatai, somewhere far hidden in the coast of Japan, her journey of becoming a Tomb Raider begins. To survive in the rough weather and extreme environment in the jungle, where the far cry of rescue is nowhere to be heard, Lara had to rely on her instinct. She notices the phrase, "no one leaves," which she remembered hearing before the rescue plane was struck by the lightning from a storm out of nowhere and crashing down. Her intuition was so strong, and she was able to figure out the true cause of the storms was related to the malevolent spirit of the Sun Queen that no other logical person was able to comprehend. As an adult living a busy life, we often forget what we loved and feel drawn to when we were a child. We used to feel a sense of awe and curiosity on every simple thing that interests us, and we are more daring to pursue what fascinates us. As we grow older, our instinctive voice becomes buried deep within because we are influenced by our parents, friends, and other people. Responsibilities are thrown onto us in life. We have to make a living and survive. But the voice is still there within us. It never disappeared. We just have to forget the negative worries of the world, find some time to dig deep into what we really want to do in life. Like Lara, her call to the path of adventure manifests itself when she followed her instinct and curiosity. We all have a voice that calls us onto an adventure, but it takes courage to take action towards our higher purpose, because it will be the most difficult journey and it's scary to fail. But you should be more afraid of not starting and having regrets when you look back at the end. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. If you can start a small step today and consistently move forward, even in the smallest progress, the path to your calling will become clearer and good things will happen eventually. If you are living a life that's uninspiring or being too busy making a living, don't forget life is a very short adventure and you're the hero of this adventure. All heroes are courageous to take risks. Seek your fortune and treasure by embracing your true destiny. The feeling of fear is what we learned from past failures. Trust your heroic instinct and let go of the fear that stops you from moving forward on your path to adventure. Rule number 2. Turn obsession into mastery.
I've been so blind, so naive. For years, I resented my father, doubted him like the rest. But he was right about so much. I just wish I could tell him that now. There are so many mysteries that I once dismissed as mere stories, but the line between our myths and truth is fragile and blurry. I need to find answers. I must understand.
Lara Croft's destiny is not simply being a Tomb Raider. She never even claimed to be a Tomb Raider. Her true desire is to uncover the secrets of the world, bring light into humanity and share knowledge through her discovery, to fight the selfish agenda of Trinity and make the world a slightly less dark place. Lara is obsessed with archaeology, but she realized just being a great academic researcher and archaeologist like her father is not sufficient to make a difference. She followed the footsteps and continued the legacy of her father, and strategically developed her wide range of skill sets spanning across multiple fields, including studying ancient languages like Greek, Russian, Hebrew, history, religion, geography, astronomy, and cultures. Lara is not only intellectually world-class, she pushed herself physically to the limit, and her fitness is also at her best. From the first Tomb Raider trilogy, she transformed herself from a young and innocent university graduate into a fearless survivor, continuously getting better at tracking artifact locations, combat, survival, hunting, weapon handling, and mountain climbing skills that made her the legendary Tomb Raider we all love to play. All legendary people in real life are obsessed in some way. They are willing to do what ordinary people won't do. That's what makes them extraordinary. Being obsessed is not a bad thing, it's a blessing. We all have a particular subject or interest that we are passionate and obsessed about. When you're willing to do the work without financial security for a long period of time, that's something you should keep doing. But I'm not talking about an obsession in consuming, like playing video games or watching porn. That takes no effort and only leads to addiction.
Temptation of the box is so powerful, it will pull me toward it and tempt me with a fantasy. An easy way to solve our problems. It will tempt you. Resist.
A positive obsession must relate to growth and contribution, something that takes hard work and effort, that creates value for the world and help other people, at the same time making you better and stronger. When you find your obsession, that's a call to adventure for you to become a master in your chosen field. Interest is kindergarten. To be obsessed is to take action and master your craft and become a world-class expert at what you do. Eventually, you can help a lot more people on their journey and make good money with your valuable skills. Most people separate their lives into two parts: work to make money and time off work to do what they enjoy doing. But work is a big part of our life. So to work for money, doing what we dislike, is a sad waste of life. I'm not saying that you should quit your job, but to model Lara Croft, who strategically builds and combines her different skills to become the one and only Tomb Raider. Sometimes you need to be desperate to have any success. When the cliff is collapsing in front of you, there is no option but to make the jump. If your current job is not your calling, better be focused and obsessed every hour outside of work. Go all in and make that jump onto your true path of adventure. Just imagine how much better the world will become if everyone has the courage to turn their obsession into mastery. Rule number 3. Keep climbing the next mountain.
In our darkest moments, when life flashes before us, we find something that keeps us going. Something that pushes us.
Lara Croft has traveled around the world in search of truth and knowledge. She traversed the most dangerous and harsh environment that any human can possibly endure. From the haunted and stormy dead island of Yamatai, freezing and bone-crushing cold of Siberia mountain wilderness, to the lush and treacherous jungle of Peruvian Amazon, Lara started as an amateur explorer and mountain climber, being stranded in the island after the Endurance shipwrecked on the beach somewhere in the Dragon's Triangle. She separated with the group and Sam was captured by Matthias. She's determined to save Sam and her friends and escape from the island. The supernatural force of the island stops her numerous attempts to escape. No one leaves. But Lara is an unstoppable girl. She trusted the guidance of her intuitive voice and figured out the monastery at the top of the mountain holds the secret of the Sun Queen, Himiko. She would have to make her way up to the mountain monastery, destroy the body of the Sun Queen where the evil spirit was trapped to save Sam from being taken over by the spirit. Her friends' lives were at stake and everyone is counting on her. She's fighting for other people. Even Lara was still an inexperienced mountain climber. She kept scaling upward, no matter how risky it was to climb up. Any misstep would result in a bone-crushing fall into the abyss. Her calling to adventure only begins after finally leaving the island. Lara reads over her journal and concluded that she's not truly going home, because life at home will never be the same after her experiences on Yamatai. She decided to continue climbing even higher mountains in the blizzard of Siberia in search of the divine source to continue the unfinished legacy of her father. Through her journey, she honed her mountain climbing skills to become an expert climber. I thought Lara's expertise in mountain climbing can be a great analogy to our lives. We should always be rising in our game of life and never stop improving. When you summit a high peak, there is the next range of even higher peaks waiting to be scaled. As humans, we adapt to environmental and life changes quickly. You finally got the pay raise you've wanted for years, feel ecstatic for a day. Then this new income level becomes your new normal. The accomplishment you felt fades. The new game you just bought fills you with excitement until after a week, it becomes just another part of your collection. Of course, it's important to be grateful and content for what you have, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't be striving for the next level of standard and quality of life. Go through life at world class. Life's too short not to treat yourself as amazingly as possible. Like Lara, always aim high and have courage to climb the mountain. If you're not sure where's your next mountain to climb, the starting place in stepping upward is right where you are. No matter what you do, own it and do the job with the highest standard of quality. Doors will open and show you a way for high opportunity. Another thought exercise to help you figure out your next mountain. Imagine your future best self, a version of you 10 years older who is even stronger, more capable, and successful than you imagined yourself to be. Showed up on your doorstep today and looked at your current circumstances. What courageous action would that future self ask you to take today to change your life? How would your future self tell you to live? Have a think about this. My guess is that the future you wouldn't tell you to play it safe. Your best self would tell you to go for it in life. He's standing on a mountain peak and encouraging you to climb towards your dream. The sky is the limit. Rule number 4. Become who you are through struggles.
A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are. I'd finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure. But instead, adventure found me.
The Tomb Raider Survivor Trilogy is an intense and gritty origin story of Lara Croft and her ascent from a frightened young woman to a hardened survivor, armed only with war instincts and the ability to push beyond the limits of human endurance. Lara must fight to unravel the dark history of the Forgotten Island to escape its relentless hold. Lara was still in the formative years of her career, expanding her knowledge and skill sets and becoming who she's destined to be. At first, Lara was timid and unsure about herself, and she often hides behind a quiet exterior. After her first stint on Yamatai, Lara becomes more assertive when confronting challenges and enemies who oppose her.
Is that a no?
It's a no fucking way!
Lara shows perseverance, and while she has doubts and fear at times,
You can do it, Laura. After all, you're a Croft.
I don't think I'm that kind of Croft.
Sure you are. You just don't know it yet.
even being on the verge of tears as she begs Worf to come get her, she keeps to the mantra, just keep moving.
You can do this, Lara. Remember when we climbed Snowdon? You said the key was knowing that all you've got to do is just keep moving. Remember everything I've taught you, Lara. You're ready for this.
Despite of her fear, she's willing to put her life at risk to help someone in need.
Sometimes I feel like I have to keep going, and if I don't, then I'll just let everyone down.
Sometimes it will seem like there's no way to win. There isn't a path out of the dark and the world is crumbling around her. Those are the moments that build the character of Lara. She's always committed and never gives up. She's determined to keep moving, even when it looks like there's no way out. Tombs are littered with the bodies of those who couldn't keep pushing. Lara crawls, jumps, and fights her way past death. The story of the first Tomb Raider, Survivor is Born, always hold a special place in my heart. I first finished the game in 2014. I recently replayed the game on PS5 and can't help reflecting my own personal journey for the past 11 years. I still have the same passion in video games, but I'm definitely not the same person who played this game 11 years ago. I certainly have grown into a more mature and competent person. I used to have a lot of limiting beliefs and low self-esteem. This game is so relatable because Lara started out weak and inexperienced. Witnessing Lara's pain and struggle in the first game was so visceral and real. I felt inspired when she showed the courage to keep pushing past her fears, to discover her new limits and learning new skills through surviving so many near-death experiences. I realized that my weak self wasn't who I really was, but I can still become stronger through what I do. Our modern culture has conditioned us into weak men. Most people seek comfort and avoid struggle. That's why most men live in quiet desperation. No one who achieved greatness in real life avoided the struggle. They faced struggle head-on because they knew challenge and hardship pushed them and extended their limit and capabilities, made them wise. They honor the struggle. When we learn to see struggle as a necessary and positive part of our adventure, we can find true peace and power. Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go.
You don't know how far I've come.
The two main narratives in Tomb Raider that made Lara's adventure so engaging are struggle and progress. She had to descend into hell and fight like a demon before rising as a legendary Tomb Raider. All those ups and downs make her human. She had gone through loss and despair before gaining victory. Even Lara is a female character. She's one of the most fierce and tough warriors we ever played in a video game. The next time you play through the Tomb Raider trilogy, don't forget to absorb her courageous spirit. The courageous acts you are proud of at the end of your life are the times that you faced uncertainty and real risk, with real stakes, when doing something for a cause or person beyond yourself, without any assurance of safety, reward, or success. Struggles and obstacles is the way forward. Accept your call to adventure through struggles. Rule number 5. Train your body to optimize health and energy. Lara is a beautiful young woman with delicate facial features, fair complexion, brown eyes, and long dark brown hair with a ponytail. She also has a slender yet toned body. Lara is in peak female human conditioning, having the strength, speed, flexibility, stamina, reflexes, hand-eye coordination, and durability that are greater than Olympic-level athletes. She's able to push herself for hours without stopping. She has also mastered ancient meditation techniques, enabling her to heal faster. Her tolerance for physical trauma, pain, and fatigue is far greater than any average human being. Lara is also an expert martial artist. She has effective hand-to-hand combat skills. She's an expert stealth operator, strong enough to snap a man's neck with her thighs, or swinging a deadly blow to her enemies with her climbing axe. The grappling and knife fighting during the riverbank fight in Shadow of Tomb Raider looks like a combination of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Kali. As she hardens into survivor, she can combine her scramble move to attack enemies in their weak spots. Lara is also a great swimmer, capable of navigating freezing waters and riptides. She practiced extensively on holding her breath. She's also a fearless diver, leaping off platforms and performing swan dives. In real life, we don't have to perform extreme stunts like Lara Croft, but we can start our day with intense exercise to generate energy and mental focus. We also get a satisfying release of dopamine in the brain that makes us feel positive and happy. When you begin to work out each morning consistently, you'll be surprised by how poorly you feel when you miss a day. You'll realize that this is how you felt most of the time before starting the habit of exercising. You just weren't aware because feeling low was your normal state of being. Peak health really is true wealth. Those who lose their good health spend the rest of their lives trying to recover it. Like Lara Croft, only with unstoppable level of energy and vitality we can accomplish remarkable things. Take exercise more seriously now. Exercise improves learning, reduces stress, builds confidence and stamina. Make improving your fitness and energy a commitment. What we see in the world changes with our state of mind and physical energy. When we optimize our health and fitness, we have a better connection with our higher self, and we have more energy to give our genius, talent, and compassion to the world. All the previous rules, like climbing the higher mountain and embracing struggles, require a tremendous level of energy to achieve. As Lara Croft knows, the real treasure is her fitness and energy that enabled her to pursue her journey of adventure. Thank you for watching. If you find the lessons from Lara Croft helpful to you, be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.